You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
The thing is,
did this totally surprise you when this happened?
Yeah, because so many things don't add up. Right? And again, I don't want to, like, it's difficult. I really want to speak on this and fight his corner, but he's got his own fight to take place. But you have to understand, like, certain things, like, he implemented this testing, right? He is the most meticulous guy going. He signed up for 3 different testing processes, right? There's tests that happened around the test. The amount, in the test, like, I can't tell you how small it is, and was tested previously to that, and after that. There's a lot that doesn't make sense. And there's a lot that the scientists are telling me. This, but again, like, just let the process unfold.
Yeah, okay.
And again, I love this sport. I love this sport. And there's one thing I don't like is people trying to cheat in sport. If I felt this kid I'd never talk to him again. Because I tell you what, he's given me the week from hell. Yeah. Right? And I'm not, and I'm trying to react to this and trying to, do the right thing, trying to play by the commission, trying to, let things unfold. But ultimately, the information that I have seen means that I believe many people are going to change their mind on this. That's all I can say. And give the kid the chance. Because right? And I'm not, and I'm trying to react to this and trying to, do the right thing, trying to play by the commission, trying to, let things unfold. But ultimately, the information that I have seen means that I believe many people are going to change their mind on this. That's all I.
Wow. So we just heard there from your mans, Eddie. I got some moody cars to sell you from Essex, Hearn. Big shout out to my doggy Phil for coming through and boosting the coin up at all times. No doubt about it. So we just heard there, once again, from Eddie. I got a moody, what do they call it? What's the vehicle's name? I'm not sure what they call it. He got a moody box to sell you. How about that? Hearn. Now, Eddie Hearn has categorically stated there are leaks to come. There is evidence to be dropped that will prove Conor Benn is innocent. Now, initially he starts off hinting that some of the evidence is circumstantial, like, it doesn't make sense because Conor Benn was the one to request these tests. Now, that might have some weight up until 3 years ago, I would have agreed. But look at John Jones. John Jones knew he was tested. He popped. Jarrell Miller knew he was tested, and he popped for everything under the sun. This tells me that, and it's well researched within the bodybuilding community. Yeah, within the juice community, it's well understood that a lot of these dons have psychological misgivings. It's a raw addiction. They can't help themselves. Look at Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller had a $10 million check. All he had to do was turn up. He could have turned up and jumped on the floor in the first round like Malik Scott. Or like Bermain Stavern versus Wilder 2. All he had to do, 10 million. That's generational wealth. You put 10 million in some safe investments, you're making 50 grand a year for doing nothing. Yeah? Just ticking over. 50 grand a year. Wipe your ass, 50 grand a year. How about that? That's double the average wage, double or probably triple the average wage. Anyway, the point is, Jarrell Miller, 10 mil. That's 500 grand. I got it wrong, sorry. Jarrell Miller was guaranteed 10 mil. That's £500,000 dollars per year. That is literally generational wealth. Yeah? You could have 2 children, pay yourself 250 grand a year and give your kids 100 grand a year for the rest of your lives. Oops. Set for life. 500 grand a year in low risk interest. Jarrell Miller went in there and juiced out of his barnet. And now he's fighting God knows who for a couple 100 grand. For a couple 10 grands. Yeah? To juice, he couldn't help himself. So, the circumstantial part of it doesn't really work out too well. Especially now we have more context. What do I mean by that? Well, the man who's linked to Conor Benn, who's been acting shifty, Dr. Sajid Al-Shabaab, he is out all in the video talking about, it's easy to dupe the test. Yeah, I can scam the test. So, it follows that, in normal circumstances, there's no way Conor Benn wouldn't be so stupid to request extra tests. That might be the case. Yeah, that might be the case in normal circumstances if he didn't have a doctor gassing him up. Doctors, yeah, they hold a very privileged position within the psyche of the masses. Most people think doctors think the sun shines out of their ass. If a doctor told most people to grab their ankles, yeah, if a doctor, 100%, 99% of people, if told by a doctor, if a doctor came to most people and said, listen, grab your ankles, I'm going to pop you in the butt and it's going to make you feel better. Guess what? 99% of you dopey sheepledons will be grabbing your ankles and you'll be getting popped by a doctor. Yeah? Dr. Pop will be popping you 100%. That's what would happen. No doubt about it. So, the point is, Conor Benn, naive, dopey looking ass. A lot of these fighters, yeah, they're not 190 IQ dons like the YB. A lot of these fighters are meatheads. There's nothing wrong with that. Someone's got to be a meathead. Yeah, someone's got to do it. And that's why I get so angry at these managers and these promoters, the people who are supposed to be at a top higher level and such, the people who are supposed to be at a strategic level. Yeah, no, Dr. Al-Shabaab, you're not coming around here doing your funky science. Take that shit somewhere else. That's what should have been said. Instead, Eddie Hearn, you know, is like, oh, the fighters have all the control and yeah, oops, Eddie, how's it working out, Eddie? How's it working out giving the fighters all the control? Look at AJ, washed up. Look at Conor Benn now, washed up. That's what happens when you give meatheads the control. They mess things up. That's what meatheads do. Why do you think people like Bob Arum and Don King, why do you think they were so controlling? They know these guys are good at fighting. That doesn't mean they're deep, strategic thinkers. It's not the case. Eddie Hearn's proven that himself. Yeah? Anyway, bottom line is, Dr. Al-Shabaab gassed Conor Benn up and told him, no worries, I got the pattern. I can make sure you pass the test. That's how it would have gone. Or it could even be the case that Conor Benn didn't even know. It's possible Al-Shabaab took it upon himself, which would explain why he's been acting so shifty and has deleted all of his social media and his online presence. Even his non-athletics business is shut down. His general practice has been shut down as well by himself. Who does that? Don't make no sense. An innocent man shutting down his whole business. Okay. So yeah, that's the circumstantial side exposed for Eddie. The other part of things, it's a tiny amount. I agree with that. Yeah? But to counter the small amount argument, a new leak has dropped today in my other video, and it's alleging Conor Benn has popped twice for this chemical now. So, yeah, okay, it's a small amount, but if it's a small amount, why has it come up multiple times, potentially? And that leak about the second failed test is from the same source as the first test, which we know was correct. And finally, Eddie Hearn says, well, you man just got to wait and we're going to be... And it makes me laugh. Eddie Hearn, in other interviews, keeps bringing up Dillian Whyte. He keeps saying, oh yeah, everyone dragged Dillian Whyte and then he was innocent. He was? I'm sorry, yeah? I'm sorry, Eddie. I don't know what planet you're on, but no one thinks Dillian Whyte was innocent. Most people believe Dillian Whyte was able to fangle the nozzles of power. That's what most people believe. Most people believe Dillian Whyte was able to brush it under the carpet. We never got the B sample. We just didn't. Yeah? Somehow, some way, Eddie Hearn got it approved. But listen, Eddie, the same way you got the Dillian Whyte stuff approved is the same way that you convinced the BBBOC to continue with this fight until the Daily Mail leaked it. Now, you man know my position. Even with this bullshit test, I still wanted the fight to happen. But still, even though I'd rather the fight had happened, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to no one. Yeah? Eddie Hearn had fungled the BBBOC to continue with his fight. So who's to say he ain't fungled Dillian Whyte's bullshit? Yeah? And to be quite frank, the way Eddie Hearn's carrying on, so positive, it's sounding to me and smelling to me like it's going to be another fangling. Eddie Hearn's been told, okay Eddie, it's going to be a bit drama filled for now and we'll brush it under the carpet, same as Dillian Whyte. That's why I believe Eddie Hearn's so confident. He's so confident, and that's also why he keeps referencing the Dillian Whyte thing. If Eddie Hearn wasn't sure, he wouldn't be mentioning, yeah, remember Dillian Whyte? Because basically what Eddie Hearn's saying is, people think back to Dillian Whyte because the same trick is about to be pulled. That's what the bottom line is here. Because how can Eddie Hearn be so confident? Exactly. It's all a fix, in my opinion. And again, I don't even mind the fix. I'm happy. I was happy for Conor Benn to go in there at the weekend. Why? Well, he's got £20. He's given up £10 anyway. I'm interested in competitive fights. Yeah? I said the other day, I'd watch if Canelo, I believe, Usyk versus Canelo should happen. Canelo should be allowed to juice for a year and then fight Usyk at cruiserweight or at £200 plus. I believe in that. I'd love to watch that. Yeah, now some of you weird, listen, that's just me. If somebody makes a fight more equal, I'm not interested in seeing shutouts. I'm not interested in seeing Eubank Jr. shut Conor Benn out. If Conor Benn can level the playing field, that's what makes for a great fight. Is it right? Is it morally right? No, but that's just how I feel. I can't lie to people. Yeah, if I could watch a fight between Usyk and a juiced Canelo, I'd be down. I don't ever pay for pay-per-views, yeah, but genuinely, I'd actually pay for that. If I could put $50 in, even $100, if I could put $100 in now, yeah, to see Canelo fully juiced for a year and then fight Usyk, I'll be all the way down for that. I'd love that. That's just me, though. Is it wrong? Is it whatever? Whatever. Anyway, man, listen. Time will tell, but if I was to bet now, Eddie Hearn's got the fix in. Yeah? Eddie Hearn loved the fix. Smash the like button, subscribe, and your boy will be back.